What's up, you guys? This is going to be just general suggestion reading. I've been trying to switch up my channel a little bit, taking a direction that is creative for me with teaching and stuff, and then with things that others have suggested. So, guys have trying to go to my YouTube so I can watch the live. Okay, because it's better for me to watch it somewhere else because I can see the chat moving. But you guys are probably asleep right now anyway, so I wouldn't really expect you guys to be on. But kind of just wanted to see like what suggestions you guys might have for the channel, um, as far as different things you want to see. I don't want to just stick to readings, even though I'll always have readings on my channel. I'm a reader first. But of course, I want to add other aspects in there if you guys, haven't noticed. I've been kind of going into magic and stuff like that because I am into different magical practices, if that's what you want to call it. Um, Matter of fact, I just made some sigil candles for different purposes. If you guys are unfamiliar with sigils, they're pretty much symbols. They're to set an intention. You know, symbolism is good for programming the mind subconsciously. So, I made my own sigil candles, and I put ingredients individually in each candle that I felt would magnify the power of the energy. So I can share these with you guys if you guys want to use these sigils for yourselves or want to add your own take to it. But this one right here, this is for a healthy body image. This is the one I created for healthy body image, healthy weight loss, or healthy weight gain. Um, the ingredients I put in there was the patchouli, I don't know how to pronounce it, oil with rosemary leaves. So that's the energy that I put into this one. For this one, this is fast financial blessings. And with this one, I put rosemary's and honey in here. Then for this one, this is for psychic protection. And I put grounded sage. I put olive oil. And I put sea salt in it. So if you guys want to use these sigils for yourself, I'm not that good at making sigils, but it's just what my creative mind came up with. You can always use sigils that other people have already created, or you can always create your own. There's a formula that you can use to create your own sigils, but you can just use your own creativity to make them, which I did. I didn't go off of any specific formulas, just whatever my mind, picked up as far as what the intentions I wanted for each candle to be. So that's what I did. So I do different things. If you guys haven't seen already, I did two tutorials this past week. One for how to set a successful petition, which is pretty much writing out a prayer or an intention. Then I did the honey jar tutorials for love. Honey jars are not anything new. Neither are petitions. Neither are sigils. These are things that are ancient sciences and practices that people have been using for years. But yeah, I just decided to add my own take on things. So yeah. I don't really see, like, there's people on. It's late. There's people on, but I don't see anybody chatting, so I might not be on long. Because I'm actually one of the people that are watching. Yeah, I'm actually one of the people that are watching, so I'm adding views to my own thing. Because I just want to see the chat, because sometimes the chat doesn't always show up from my iPad, so I have to use my phone or my other tablet. What's up, Karen? Yes, I just want to know, like, what other suggestions do you guys have for the channel, like, as far as maybe different types of readings. I always try to do something creative with my channel. Like, I never like to just stay stagnant with things. I like to keep it creative. So let me know. And then I don't know. I might keep the comment section open for this. You guys can leave it because it doesn't seem popping on here. It's late where others are. I don't expect others to be up this late. Some of you guys, it's early, early morning. Yeah, I should probably incorporate more of those. Those seem to be popular on YouTube. Like, not too many readers used to do pick a cards, and they're pretty popular now. Um, yeah, they're pretty popping now. So, I mean, there's plenty on YouTube that you can find, and but I guess that's one thing I can do because I haven't done that in a long time. So, pick a cards. What else? Haven't really used my playing cards. Like, I love reading with Cartomancy, I believe it's called, or Lenormand. Not really. I knew of like one other reader that did pick a cards all the time. But yeah, I mean, you can expect that. Like, certain things people catch on to after a while. Just like, I mean, like, I remember back in the day, there was only a handful of tarot readers on YouTube that I could name. Like, only a handful that I could even think of. Like, pretty much, there was like a healthy balance between tarot. So it would be like tarot and astrologists, and then there would be angel card readers. I kind of started off with the angel card readers because I still had fear of using tarot back then, so I wasn't really all into that. I think it was Tyler Tarot. That was one of the first tarot readers I watched. Not Tyler Tarot. What is his name? It's a guy. It's not Tyler. What is his name? Greg? Maybe it's Gregory or Greg. It was a guy. His name, I think it was Gregory. And then there was a woman, Your Indigo Path was one of the first tarot readers I watched on YouTube that I actually resonated with. And I think that's how I kind of got comfortable with tarot, because I saw a different side than what the world paints tarot to be, which is this evil thing, and it's scary, it's spooky. So her, and I think his name was Gregory, if I'm not mistaken. I want to look it up now because I don't remember. But all the others I would watch, they were all, what was it? Everybody was angel card readers. Everybody was on the Doreen Virtue tip back then. So those were the people I watched. Intuitive drawing readings. What do you mean? Like the, what was it? My note cards? Yeah. Yeah. I would say I'm a baby to tarot reading. But yeah, like, those were like the first couple of people that I watched do tarot. And then the other people that got me comfortable with tarot were like the psychic celebrity readings, like Tracy, pop culture psychic, Tracy, her, there's this other woman, but she no longer goes on YouTube anymore. I don't know what happened to her, but she used to do celebrity psychic readings every now and then. She would do like full moon, new moon readings. She wouldn't do readings on a consistent basis. It was kind of just sporadic. So her. But yeah, I mean, there's like an abundance of tarot readers on YouTube. Like, everybody's doing how does he or she feel. I only knew of like 2 other people that would do how does he or she feel readings. Now that's like popular. I can't say for sure. I'm not going to say this because that sounds egotistical and narcissistic as fuck. But I will say that what is my partner going to be look like, and what are they going to be like reading? I can say that I believe, from my knowledge, I was the only person on YouTube at the time doing it. Now I see that's kind of something that's starting to get popular. Just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's a. I can say that people who we already have a gift. Everybody has an intuitive ability, so anybody can read cards. Anybody can read cards, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've only watched a handful of people that I can say that are truly like, wow. They're not just reading the cards based off of what they already mean. It's like there's like a story, like people that can read the tarot cards as a story. I feel like those readers are gifted. Like those are dope readers. Readers that can look at the Page of Cups but not always see it as one way or something. Like they can there's a story behind it. There's only a few people out there that can read like that. Not many. Um I don't know what else I would do. Like, I mean, I create my own spreads and stuff from time to time. Like, most of my readings, I create the spreads. Like, almost every reading, I think I credit the ones that I've used that I found online that I thought were dope. But every spread I create, like, every reading I've done, I created the spread. So, I'm always thinking of something, but it's like I want to do more with my channel than just read. So, I don't want to just keep it I don't want to just keep it at just one dimension because there's so much things that I can get into. Like, I don't know if I would add fashion into my channel. Promise, she's cool. I'm cool with her. Promise, her name is Rainbow Harmony on here on YouTube. She's a reader too, but she's also a fashion, a stylist. She's a fashion stylist. So she kind of incorporates beauty and stuff in her channel. I noticed that. I'm not that I'm just like I don't know. I just be doing me. Sometimes I do kind of want to do that because people ask me about my hair. I switch my hair up all the freaking time. I get bored with it easily, so I'm always switching it up. I make jewelry, so I might one day do like how to like DIY jewelry, like the little nose earring. That like it's kind of like Indian inspired, of course. But that nose thing, the chain, I made that. I make my crystal jewelry. I make a lot of things. Like, I just a creative person. I don't want to just keep my channel just for readings. And I don't feel like I want to create a new channel. I kind of just want to add everything here. Yeah. What do you mean to the initials? What do you mean on the note cards? I'll start using those more. I kind of want cuter note cards though. I want like cards with glitter and stickers on them. Like I don't like I got those spontaneously because I'm like something just told me just to get some note cards and write messages on them, but I want them to be kind of cutesy and girly, kind of more creative. So I'll probably make some more. Um, oh yeah, the rose oil. I can show you guys how to do that. Um, it's kind of easy because all you do is just the oil, boil the roses and stuff, and then add everything and let it sit overnight. What else? I love to cook. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll just show you guys different recipes and things. Like I'm really just a creative individual, just period. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I do not. I'm gonna tell you guys for sure that I won't ever do that. That person comment and you you win a free reading on Friday because that was like a sham. Only because like certain people be like I commented first and but you just didn't see it or like no like people don't apply the rules correctly and stuff like because people have to pay attention because as soon as you hear the word free people just like freak out and they don't pay attention after that. So that didn't work. Um, and I don't know if I'll do the drawing again because that didn't work either because some people weren't online. And I had to put myself kind of responsible for that too because I didn't have a set time for when I was coming on live to do the drawings for the happy hour Fridays. I didn't have that. So that had something to do with it. Um, yeah, I have some things that I would love to do as far as tarot, like want to publish something, but I don't know yet. I have to figure that out. I'm still trying to find someone to work with that's a gifted artist that I can trust and an artist that I think is dope already to do that. I don't think I would sell it, but I would just use it just to have personally my own. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know about the drawing this week because I'll keep and continue to do the happy hour Friday readings. I might just keep it where it's at, but I wanted everybody to kind of get a fair chance if they didn't. Oh yeah, actually, I'm sidetracked. Layla, I actually did do a beginner's tarot class. When was that? I think that was this past fall or this past winter. But I'm supposed to be coming up with a course too because I wanted to go more in depth. But I already did a tarot for beginners class. Um, of course, you had to pay for it, so it's private. But around spring, we're already in spring, so maybe sometime around maybe a month or so, I'll start my course too, as far as like um, not advanced tarot, but kind of just learning different aspects like timing and different things like that, kind of getting into more than just the basics, but other aspects of the tarot. I've already kind of went into personality types. As far as the major arcana goes, I had a video maybe about a year or so ago on that. The sexual aspect of the major arcana, I got into that a little bit. As far as my take, these are just my interpretations. So, but yeah, I'll think about that one. Um, but yeah, I should publish my spreads one day. Like, I have a lot of spreads that I made. I have like 3 different books. Like, no, I got like 4 different notebooks with just spreads that I just create. I don't know. But, mm-hmm. I don't know what else I would add to my channel. Because some of the things that I create are hit and misses. Yeah, I would. Well, there's not a lot of love decks that I actually resonate with. I don't really resonate with any romance like decks except for, but I don't use it often because it's a tarot deck, but like oracle wise, the only love deck that I can say that is really different from the rest is the true love reading cards because they're not so basic. Like they're kind of basic, like I love Dorian Virtue's decks, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times they are kind of just like, I wish that what's her name? Colette Baron Reed. She has some good decks too. Like I like her decks, but she doesn't have anything dedicated to just love. I would like for her to make a deck that's just dedicated to love and romance. Um, John Holland's Psychic Tarot for the Heart cards are kind of, they're more for like emotional based. They're not really romantic. But the Lover's Path Tarot deck is one of the other ones that I like because it has like so many different themes, but it's tarot, you know. So I try to just do one tarot deck during my dailies and oracles for the rest. But there's not that many love decks out there. The one Carmen, I think it's Carmen Solano or whatever his name is. He has the heart shaped deck. I don't really resonate with that deck like that. I haven't bought it, but I played with it. I was at a kiosk. What is her name? She's popular, the Sage Goddess. She has her own stand at the Torrance Mall or something like that in California. And I went to her kiosk and she had that deck out so you can kind of test it. I didn't really vibe with it. And I've seen readers use it before. I never resonated with it either. So that's one I can't say that I like, but yeah. But yeah, the True Love reading cards, I like those. I've had them for about a year now. I just don't always use them. And the other love deck that I have, I don't care for this deck like that. I mean, I have to be in the mood to use it. But the Amira's Love Oracle, she has her own tarot channel, by the way, too. Or her own reading channel that she uses her cards. They're hit or miss to me. They're good for, like, what does he look like? What does she look like? What's their personality? Or how is this relationship going to turn out? But even then, it's kind of one-dimensional. Like, I don't really like this deck. I don't know why. I don't care for it. Like, I like some of the concepts in it, like courting, the mature man, woman, the fun times, and, like, just different things, like friendship, karma. It's cool for what it is, but it's just, like, I have to be in the mood to use this deck. I have to. I don't know. There's a lot of decks that just keep coming out. I just can't keep up. But one of my favorite like tarot makers and oracle card makers is Shiro Marchetti, whatever his name is. His decks, I resonate with them immediately when I pick them up. Like, when I first open the deck, I never have to read a book out of any deck unless it doesn't have a meaning. But even his Oracle of Visions, I don't have it out, but his Oracle of Visions deck, it has no interpretations on the cards. You just have to use the visualizations to read it intuitively. But that deck is like it's just insane. Like, it's a deep deck. I like his cards. So yeah, he has some pretty stuff. One of my other go-to decks is the Witch's Tarot. I love this deck. Even though it's got like an old school vibe to it, or like a Renaissance look to it, I still resonate with it. Yeah. But yes, Shiro, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Marchetti. His decks are the business, for sure. I love his decks. So I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll create my own tarot or my own Oracle love cards. I mean, it might not be so hard. I mean, I don't know. There's people on Etsy that sell their own cards. I don't know if I would ever sell my own deck. I think I would just have it and just use it for the purpose of using it. Maybe one day. We'll see. Maybe one day. But yeah, I think I'm going to hop off because I've been on here for a little while. But if you guys have any suggestions for what I could do with my channel, respectfully, yeah, I mean, one day I'll create my own deck, probably one day. I don't know. We'll see. Because it's fun. But I have to find an artist or somebody that's really dope that I can work with and that I can trust, like, that has the vision that... Because I'm kind of, like, into cartoons and stuff like that. So, I don't know if it would be anything like manga or anything like that. Maybe. Anime kind of manga. Maybe. I don't know. Because I have 2 manga tarot decks. No, I have 3, actually. And I love them. I love those decks so much. Like, those are one of my favorite decks just to have. Yeah, but I have to find somebody that I really resonate with, that's a dope artist. Like, I try to, like, hook up with a few people, and it just never works. So, and I can't honestly say that I was really digging their art for my vision. Like, I like their art, but it just wasn't what I was thinking. So, hopefully I'll come across somebody. Yeah, first Friday I went out there actually looking for people. But they probably won't, like, they'll probably charge me up the ass to work with them. I don't know. But I did go. I think it was January, like the first Friday of the year I went. I seen a few people, but nothing kind of like in the style that I was looking for, though. I wish I can draw. That's one thing that I'm not really that good at. Like I know how to sketch fashion designs a little bit because I had a friend that was teaching me and I had a fashion sketchbook that I would test and but I didn't keep it up. I didn't keep up with that. So mm, yeah, that first Friday was really slow though. So I'll probably go back some other time. I wanted to set up a booth out there. So I'll wait till it gets warmer because I'm like, I can go back when I'm thinking, well, everybody is after Christmas and maybe people are not in town. So it's not going to be that popping. And it wasn't. It was kind of dead out there when I went. It was packed, of course, but it wasn't as popping. So I don't know. I'll probably go out there during the warmer months and just set up a booth out there if anybody's interested. Can I do a reading? Yeah. Do I do readings on myself? They have to be like quick little spontaneous readings. Never when I'm going through something. Never when my mind is all over the place because those are the worst readings ever. So no. Yeah. I don't know what happens to the line.